So that's right, like the title says, eBay is paying for my son's college. Now, no, there's no scholarship plan or anything like that, but what it is I've been saving my eBay money. I don't use that money for bills around the house. I have other monies, and my wife has a really good job, so I have been saving pretty much everything I make. So now that he went to college, we brought him last week for his first semester as a freshman, and we had to pay the bill, and you pay it by semesters. And I'm happy and relieved to be able to do it, and we just paid one lump sum straight up for the first semester. No loans. He's not going to be burdened with any student loans when he gets out of college. His school is just going to be paid for outright, and he can start working and making his money, not having to be paying off student loans. So that's a big relief. So that's one thing, I'm kind of saving. I wanted to buy an investment condo, but money's going to go to college right now, and maybe we can still do both. But it's really satisfying to know selling on eBay is paying for something so substantial. So today I'm just going to hit a few stops locally, and we'll see what we make of it. So I appreciate you stopping by. Let's get going. First of all, welcome to the video. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Steve, and I am a reseller if this is your first time here. So this morning, I went to the Goodwill bins, did a quick half-hour pass-through, and then I went to a local thrift store that is like the second location of a very good local where I find like all my Toomey bag. That's that place. And ever since the outbreak, they have been closed. Everything else has reopened, but this place stayed closed because they have a food pantry, and they did not want anything to happen to disrupt the food pantry and have to have shut down, because they give food to sick people in the community. But at the other location just now, I always talk to the guy and I was like, hey, any word on the other place? He goes, yeah, they opened a couple days ago. I was like, what? Nobody told me? So I had to just stop home real quick, and it's about 3-4 miles from here, so we're going there. And it's a good store, so hopefully I pull some nice stuff, and hopefully they're just fully loaded. So let's get going. I gotta admit, I'm a little anxious to get there. I think I got a problem. Alright, I just pulled up, parked right in front, and I don't think I need to tell you which aisle I'm going to first. I'll be amazed if I can find a Toomey on day one. So let's go. This place usually has a lot of good clothing, hard goods, they got everything. So I'm hoping to do good and not be disappointed. So as soon as I entered the store, I immediately noticed they had rearranged the whole place. So definitely took me a while to get my bearings of what was where. Here I'm looking for the bag aisle, and it wasn't where it used to be. And here I found it, but it was only like 2 little shelves. It was probably not even a quarter of what it used to be. So this is all there was for bags, these last 2 racks, and they had absolutely nothing. But I'm sure over time that will change, so I'm not worried. This place was rearranged, so I got to figure out the whole new layout now. You can just see how empty these shelves are. So they definitely purged their old stuff and didn't take donations. I found a little rack of like wrenches and so forth. Just looking for anything vintage or anything snap-on. Basically, I kind of did a little bit of wandering, trying to get my bearings to what was where. Because I used to be able to fly through the store. I knew where everything was, and I still don't. So it'll take me a few visits to get my, my new routine down. I used to always find good jeans in this place, but there was only a handful of pairs in there today. But that's how long the clothing aisle is for men. I saw this old vintage looking bag. I thought it was like a Pan Am bag at first, but I forgot what brand it was on it. And now I'm thinking about it, I didn't even comp it. Took a look at the shoe shelf. There was not too much really going on there. It's usually this double-sided small section. They never really have too much. Went around the other side and took a look, and watch how empty this is. There's nothing. So I'm sure in time it'll get better. Here I found a pair of Saucony in good shape, and that was pretty much all they had to take. So I picked those up. Well, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. I don't think they were taking donations during their close down, which was like 5 months long, because the inventory was really low. Like they used to have a million jeans, and the clothing aisles were incredible. They used to have like 40, 50 jeans hanging that I could go through. There was nothing. It was so, and a lot of empty shelves. So I assume it'll go back to the way it used to be, and get loaded up again. But that's okay. I got a few things, so I got a decent little haul. Gonna head home and show you what I found today. Got some interesting pieces, and we'll do some comps. All right, so I just got home. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 sales that I got to pack up before I go through everything, so I'm going to throw that into this video. I had 5, and literally just as I was coming out here, I got a message from the buyer that they wanted to cancel, and I'm going to show you the listing, and I'm going to show you their message. And if you're a viewer, I don't think it is, but if you're a viewer, I'm throwing you under the bus because it's pretty ridiculous. So let's go. I'll show you the 4 items I'm packing up. Do a little pack and ship segment real quick, and then we'll go through the haul. So here's the message I received from the buyer. I'm going to need to cancel this order and didn't realize it was a women's club. Sorry. And look at the title I have. Ping G2 9 Iron Women's. People just don't read. So you got to put titles, descriptions, pictures, conditions. You got to repeat yourself over and over, and sometimes they still don't get it. All right, first item I'm packing up is this pair of Adidas. These were from my free haul, like a video or 2 ago, from my source, and I took an offer on Poshmark for 25 bucks. So these I'm going to put in plastic bags. Since they're so big, I'm going to just put 1 per bag, and I'll put these in a USPS shoebox. All right, item number 2 going out is this new tag, a Dartmouth tennis. It's a nice little hat, brand new. It's going to go into a clear poly bag and then into a 8x6x4 eBay box. Next item going out is this belt buckle. Pretty unique. Let me see if I can give you a good shot of it. It says mechanic guaranteed performance, high power. It's got like a wrench and a screwdriver and a spark plug on it. This I will put into a plastic bag. Smaller ones that I have, I'll probably put a 1 square bubble around it and into these little 6x10 bubble mailer. Alright, and the last item I'm packing up is this Patagonia. It's like a 1/4 zip. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it to you. It's like a 1/4 zip pullover. Second time I'm selling it. I sold it about a month and a half ago and it got returned, and when they put in the return, their comment was, has a heavy smell of cologne. And I was like, what? I don't remember that. And sure enough, it came back, and it smells like the laundry detergent we washed it in, and not even heavy. So it was just a bold-faced lie to return it. But that happens, you know. And for this, I'm just going to put it into a clear poly, and this was on eBay. So I'm going to try to get into a padded flat rate envelope. Alright, so that was the 4 items going out today. Now I'm going to go through the haul. And just a little update, because I know in my last video I mentioned today's Thursday, and last weekend we brought my son to college and dropped him off. We left Sunday. And I said I was going to go thrifting when I was up there, and I just didn't have the time. Saturday we went up Saturday morning, got there, we had to move them. It took hours to move everything in and set it up. And it was just late when we were done, so I had no time Saturday. And Sunday we just got up, went and got him back to the dorm, went and had lunch together, and basically we went and had to run 2 errands, and we dropped him off and said goodbye. So I had no time to thrift, and I didn't film anything because I just, you know, we were so busy and I just wanted to spend the time with him. And it's been, what, Sunday, it's been 4 days, man. It's hard. I miss him, you know. And my firstborn, and we dropped him off at college, even though he's only 4 hours away. It's just hard, you know. We all miss him. My other son is lonely. So I guess we'll get used to it, but it's not easy. So anyway, sorry to bore you with that mushy stuff. But anyway, let's go through what I got today. So to start off, the first stop I didn't film until on the way to the third stop, but I went to the bins first off. Didn't really get too much this day. Got this pair of Merrells, excellent condition. I haven't comped anything yet, but Merrells typically do good. And since it was from the bins, it was probably $2. Found a couple of hats. This one is just Bobcat. I don't even know what that is. I think that might have to do with construction. New with tag. You know, probably by weight, maybe 30 cents or so. And in the new era, fitted, so it should be a $59.50. No, this is a $39.30. New with tag. So 2 hats. And then I don't actively seek out plush, but this guy was just staring at me from in the bin. Super Mario, new with tag. So, again, these are not big monies, but something. So that was all I got from the bins, and it cost like $4 and change, $5. Alright, the second stop, I found this Dale Earnhardt. It's like a Stein / mug. It's like all raised, 3D textured. Pretty cool. I'm not into NASCAR, but a lot of people are. So very clean, nice, and all their mugs are 50 cents. So I think I got to get something out of it. Then I found this t-shirt. Literally plain black, nothing on it. And you would say, okay, what the heck are you doing buying a plain t-shirt, Steve? Somebody wants some kind of brand or a logo or something. But single stitch, and then here's the tag. Fruit of the Loom, I don't know if the light's going to blur it. Made in USA. Single stitch vintage t-shirt. Solid colors and plain with nothing on them. And surprisingly, this shirt will sell for like $18 to $20 range. And there's comps to prove it. Because people will buy these and then do something with them. Put, graphics or whatever be the case on them. Alright, and then at that store they have a small hat rack, and I never really find nothing, but today I got some really good hats. We'll start with the more modern ones. This is just a Nike hat. Has like a denim look to it. The yellow stitching, but it's got like a, almost like, I don't know what's that word I'm looking for. It's not velour, but it's got like a textured feeling. And it's just a Nike hat, so mint condition. No staining on the inside. So I figured that's going to be something. And their hats are $1. I got some vintage ones that are really cool. This one, World Class Fisherman. And it's got a globe on it. Flat bill. It's got like a canvas front. Canvas back with mesh in the middle. Snapback. And it does say, oh, it's going to show up right there, made in the USA on it. And it is a, I don't know what brand it is, it has a P. Found this, which, man, this is a cool hat. World Champion New York Mets, 1986. The brand is like a, looks like Mr. Met almost. It's got a globe with a hat on it. One size fits all. Made in Taiwan. So this is kind of between made in USA and made in China. And it says, we cover the world. Then I found this Marlboro corduroy snapback. No label, nothing on the snapback. So I'm not sure how old it is. These are probably like giveaways. And another Marlboro. This is a pretty cool one. These need to be reformed. That's easy to do. Marlboro. Got the embroidered cowboy on the horse. Snapback. One size adult. Made in USA. And right here on the tab, K Products. Alright, now here's the hat bolo I want to give you. Here's the logo that's on it. That is an RF. Roger Federer. It's got the Nike swoosh on the side, and on the back it says Federer. Okay, these hats, I gotta really look into it to see what the difference is. Some of these have comps upwards of like $70, $80, $90. And I'm not sure why. So this one I just picked up at that store for $1. But the funny thing about that is I had looked them up and I knew they were expensive. And I also have one in white. I also have another one in white. And I also have another one in white inside. But these were all from my source and they're a little yellowed. I tried to clean them and they come up a little better. So I don't know if I'm going to be selling these white ones. If I could get them pure white, maybe I'll have to soak them again and bleach, OxyClean and all that good stuff. But otherwise, I'm just going to be selling the black one. And hopefully this is like a, 50, 60, 70. I mean, there was comps in 90s. Let me run you some comps on it. Look at the numbers on them. Some of them in the 30s, 49, 39. Got one 71.99, and these are pre-owned. Best offer on the 70 is one at $59.99. But then you got one at $12. That's just someone who doesn't know what they're doing. $99, $49, $74.99. So these hats have some serious comps. All right, then the third stop, which was a little disappointing compared to when I used to go there before they closed. Seems like they purged out a lot of their dead inventory, a lot of empty space on the shelves. Their bag section was down to like probably a quarter of what it used to be. But I'm sure that will improve like it used to be over time with more donations. So, I only got a few things. A pair of Sauconys. These are Guide 6, Saucony Guide 9. Great condition. These are women's. So all their shoes were $5, but they had half off on shoes, so they were $2.50. Then all clothing was $1. Picked up another hat. USS Ronald Reagan, AC/DC officer. Then when you look at it, here on the plastic tab, made in USA. And the brand is Snaps. I just grabbed 2 shirts. Nothing spectacular at all. Shirts, all the clothing was $1, so just a Tommy Bahama. I don't know if you're going to see what it says. Island Patrol, Hong Kong. It's got Tommy Bahama. Island Patrol, Hong Kong. Relax. It's a long sleeve t-shirt. Harley Davidson motorcycles. It's on a Harley Davidson tag. In the back is Chilkoot Pass, Harley Davidson, Skagway, Alaska. Alright, so out of the 3 stops, I spent $5.62 at the bins. Spent $6.96 at stop number 2 and $6.42 at stop number 3. And that totals out to an even $19. And I picked up 16 items. So if I divide that by 16, that comes out with an average cost of $1.18 per item. That's pretty good. Alright, so that's going to wrap this one up. Quick little thrift run again. Stayed real local. 3 stops, 16 items. Definitely make some profit. So I appreciate you watching. Any questions, put them down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.